Ground control to Major Tom.
We've been expecting you, Mr. Boyd.
His is the worst voice you will ever hear.
Will he offer me his teeth?
The Tommy Boyds Show will teach you nothing. Nothing.
Always read the label.
Nothing but iniquity and wickedness.
If you really bug me, then I'll say goodbye.
Good morning, or should I say, Guten Morgen. There. Today is International Accent Awareness Day in Germany, and this they have done because they're concerned in Germany that German is being spoken with such a rich and strong variety of accents that some Germans are finding it a little bit difficult to understand what other Germans are saying. And it is a problem that we do have in this country, and it may be that Accent Awareness Day is something that we could adopt in Britain. But between now and 3 o'clock, we need to think about this, which some people will find sinister. But here at Talk Radio, we merely find it interesting. And it is the story that, and I've got it corroborated from two independent sources, that discussions are ongoing as to which language is likely to be the common language of Europe, and as you would imagine, English is pretty much home and hosed. But that is sure to cause chagrin in France, and whatever is German for chagrin in Germany. So the Germans and the French have been lobbying that should English be the chosen language of Europe, it is spoken as, in case the French speak it, in case the Germans, it will be spoken as the Germans speak it. And as a concession to Europe, a concession, I think, which will be well worth giving up, because it will be magnificent, won't it, if English is the spoken language of Europe. Our politicians are saying, well, perhaps we will allow certain influences, German influences, to dominate the way in which English is used in Europe. There's already a global language which is called Globish, over which we have no control, except it is English, of course, but with one or two international provisos. I wonder what your reaction is to all of this. Free call 0500 10 53 89. I've had it corroborated from two independent sources. I'll read you just one of them. This information faxed to us yesterday on Eurospeak. The European Union commissioners have reached agreement to adopt English as the preferred language for European communications, rather than German, which was the other serious possibility. As part of the negotiations, the British government has conceded that English spelling has some room for improvement and has accepted a 5-year phased plan for what will be known as Euro-English, or Euro for short. During the first year, this isn't happening yet, but when this is taken up, during the first year, S will be used instead of the soft C. So certainly, for example, will be spelt with an S, civil servants will be spelt S-I-V-I-L, and so forth. During the first year, also, the hard C will be replaced with the K. And so that this will, for example, clear up confusion, spelt K-L-E-A-R, confusion, spelt K-O-N-F-U-S-I-O-N. Free call 0500 10 53 89 is the telephone number, and it seems to me that we need to decide what we think about speaking our own language, but with a spelling that has been given to us by Germany. Let's bear in mind that there is a lot of Anglo-Saxon, a lot of Saxon, a lot of German already in the English language, so it won't be too big a culture shock, but we will also be using our own language colloquially when we go down to the greengrocer's to buy a pound of tomatoes in a German way. So I propose that to find out just how this feels, we should conduct at least the first 20 minutes or so of this hour of discussion with a German accent. And we will be discussing not only the use of English with German influence between now and 3 o'clock, but also discussing what we think about our friends the Germans, why we prefer the Germans generally to the French, which we do, which very few people are able to understand, especially people who understand history and will be aware that it is a long time since we have been in conflict with France, who we hate, but only quite recent that we have settled our military differences with Germany, who we like. Because Germany's economic miracle is one which we worship, quite frankly. And their courage in the face of the Cold War, when the Germans stood at the boundary with the Soviet bloc for so long and did so valiantly and with such endurance only warms us further to them. Free call 0500 1053 89. We love the Germans in spite of the fact they are our sporting nemesis, and they beat us at football and tennis, the sports which we gave the world with tedious regularity. How do they do that? They have no greater talents for either of these sports than we do, and yet they regularly cream us. Free call 0500 1053 89. Discussion about English and the future German influences on the English which will be spoken across a united Europe. The Germans we love because they care about the environment. The Green Party in Germany has 25% of the seats in their parliament, whereas the Green Party in Britain has none. And Petra Kelly, deceased, is perhaps the greatest leading light for environmental issues produced by any country on earth, and she is German. Their cars, of course, are a byword for reliability and performance. That goes without saying. Free call 0500 1053 89. We will be discussing our love for Germany in the accent of the future, in the language of the future. That is English mit a German accent. The number again is free call 0500 1053 89.
Talk to Tommy Boyds. Free call 0500 1053 89.
So, English will be spoken mit a German accent. Interesting. Mark calls from the West Midlands. Du bist on Talk Radio, Mark. Guten Tag.
Jawohl, guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
I will ask the questions, Tommy.
Jawohl, jawohl.
I've never been on the radio before.
No?
No.
No.
What do you think about the new English Euro-German speak?
999, not no.
999, yeah.
Yeah. I
good.
think, I think it is a good thing, and I will tell you why. Because Germans speak very slowly and carefully. And one of the problems with the English accent over the last couple of decades is that people are running their words together and making it difficult to understand, yeah?
I think I understand you now.
Sehr gut.
Speaking very slowly.
Dankeschön.
Das ist gut, alles klar.
Alles klar.
Ja.
Generalkriegskommissariat und Bayern Munich.
Ja, und Borussia Mönchengladbach.
See, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, Mikador. Oh, sorry, Swedish that was, sorry.
Yes, sir, I know. Yeah, just to drift out for a second. It's hard work, isn't it, really?
It is, actually.
But on the other hand, I've got a theory that... shall I tell you why it would benefit the likes of you and me?
Yeah.
Because women find it very difficult to speak with a German accent. And I do not know why. Do you?
No. Well, no, you flummoxed me there.
Well, no, I have a theory. Of course, it is because German is a masculine language.
Not like Italian, then?
No.
The Italian's very pretty, isn't it?
Yes, I mean, the French accent, I think the women of Britain, if they've got any sense, will be lobbying for English to be spoken in Europe with a French accent, because I think women find it easier to do a French accent.
Yes, rolling language, isn't it?
Oh, you know, if you start speaking with a French accent, Mark, you almost instantly want to put your hand on your hip and... You know what I'm saying?
I just want to make love to you. Not quite.
Well, where did that come from? Just one.
It's a very sexy language, isn't it?
It
French.
is.
And Italian.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Mark, dankeschön for your call.
Ja.
Very interesting talking with you.
Dankeschön.
Dankeschön.
Dankeschön, meine Schatz.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Ja, tschüss.
Ja, sehr gut. Free call 0500 1053 89. We are discussing Germany and their influence on our language. Peter calls from Surrey. Peter, you're on Talk Radio. Guten Tag.
Wunderbar, Herr Boy.
Ja.
Ist very good.
Ja?
Ist gut, ja? I am dyslexic.
Aha.
So the spelling will work better for me than for the others.
With the phonetic spelling you are happy.
It's wunderbar.
Aha.
No,
you're doing very well with the German accent.
Donner und Blizzard, Engländer Spitfire.
Ah, ja. I wonder, have you been to Germany?
I went once, yes.
You went
wear
once?
very, very funny trousers.
Ja.
Very short.
Ja, very short trousers, but they are very polite.
They are very polite,
Und
very clean.
Ja, very well organized.
Very well organized. My car broke down.
Ja.
He took it to a garage?
Ja?
I never saw it again.
Himmel!
They told me where it was in German.
And you could not understand?
I could not understand at all, but
Then-
this will be better.
Yes, this problem will be cleared up when the concessions regarding the language to be spoken by Europe have been cleared up and we speak like this.
I think this is wonderful. Question
Wonderful.
time in the house will be absolutely the
yeah?
top rating program.
Absolutely! Orders! Orders! Which will be obeyed!
You give orders, we will all shout, and we will all transmit and not receive.
You know, I think that the German accent will suit Herr Haig.
Herr Haig will be great.
Yeah.
There was a wonderful photograph in the paper of him the other day. His
Yeah.
hand was in the right place.
Yeah, but I'm not sure it will suit Herr Blair so much, you know.
Oh, no.
No, there is something not so German about Herr Blair.
Herr Blair sounds funny.
Herr Blair!
Herr Blair.
Yeah, the Herr Blair!
Herr Blair.
He
Herr
is.
Blair with the funny eyes.
Hey, this is going well, isn't it? I like it. I like it with a German accent.
Could we have the wonderful hour in German?
The Wunderbar Hour!
The wunderbar hour. What is wunderbar?
Und I say to myself, was ein wonderful laugh. Many thanks, Peter, und Dankeschön.
Thank you, Tommy.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Bye-bye.
Auf Wiedersehen. One problem with speaking German is that if you are of my generation, then you will have been brought up with boys' comics in which the Germans are the baddies. And this is a bad thing and does not happen any longer. But it means that, like millions of other British men, I can only say the following words which are bona fide German. They are Gott in Himmel, Donner und Blitzen, der Engländer ist mad und Kamerad. Is all I can actually say in German. But that is not important because the Germans are accepting British English vocabulary provided it is spoken in a German way. This, we assume, means like so. Free call 0500 10 53 89. Johan calls from London. And we speak to Johan right after Nigel in Cheltenham. Nigel,
Sehr angenehm.
welcome to Talk Radio. Guten Tag.
Hören Sie mit.
Ja.
I think it is ein ausgezeichneter Dinge, an excellent thing,
Ja.
when unser Zweitsprache,
Ja.
our two languages, reconverge.
Ja.
As you have so correctly pointed out, English was once the same language as German, yeah?
Ja.
And indeed, I'm going to change into English now, all right? Indeed, the English were Germans,
Yes.
effectively the Anglo-Saxons. So if the two languages reconverge, this would be an excellent thing, and English grammar would be much the better for it.
Absolutely.
Because when one speaks German, for instance, A-level German in my case, it's difficult to end sentences with the indefinite article and so on. So everyone will, in effect, become more literate and speak more grammatically. And this is an excellent thing.
Thank you. What an erudite point, which I was going to make later. But you've done it almost as well as I could have done. Could you give me an example of what you mean there when you are talking
Germans
about the
always-
indefinite article?
As Johann
Yeah.
will no doubt confirm in due course, Germans will always end sentences with, like if I were to say, don't put it in or something, in German that couldn't
never
be
say
said. In German that couldn't be said. They just can't end a sentence. They just can't end a sentence like that. You see what I mean?
I do understand, yeah. Just
No.
as well, of course. Yeah. But you make an important point, which is that once we were all Germans.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
when you said the people of your generation
Yeah.
were brought up with war comics, and the
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
regrettably, that's still true because there are still any number of absolutely tenth-rate and appalling films on television.
Nicht, nein,
show,
no.
Yeah, es ist so.
Mein
Do
dicky old
not
chap.
contradict.
No! Yeah, I saw the things of Bismarck on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, trash.
Yeah, it was. Yes, I thought that Lucian, the
Kitsch.
fleet commander, was a little overplayed as being a wild-eyed baddie.
Aber Ernst,
Yeah.
seriously,
Yes.
Germans are still portrayed through films like that,
Yes.
as being sort of moronic warmongers and so forth.
Yeah.
And though that might have been true of some at that time, generally speaking, of course, the Germans are delightful people and very cultured, and I love them myself.
An educated and warm point, if I may say so. Nigel, get off.
Thank you. Bye.
Free call 0500 10 53 89. I'm Tommy Boyd. This is Talk Radio. There is a good argument for listening.
This is Talk Radio, the conversation of the nation. Free call 0500 1053 89.
Guten Tag, if you have just arrived at the radio, this is Talk Radio you have found, and we are discussing proposals that English be adopted by a united Europe, but spoken in a way more similar to the way in which the Germans speak English, which will mean that your grandchildren will probably speak with you like so. Is this good or nicht? Free call 0500 1053 89. And you will, in order to understand and appreciate the ramifications of this directive, please speak mit German accent. Ja, Augustus calls from West Yorkshire. Du bist on Talk Radio, Augustus. Guten Tag.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Tommy.
Hey.
If we all had to speak with the German accent,
Yeah.
surely you would have to change your name from Tommy to Jerry.
This is a Warner Brothers cartoon with which I am not familiar.
You don't understand.
No, I do not understand.
Tommy is like English.
Are they Tommy Atkins?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. To Jerry?
Yeah.
From the war, you fool. Don't cop.
Yeah, no, I understand. But the Germans do not refer to their own soldiers as Jerry. The British soldiers refer to the British soldier as Tommy Atkins.
Damn Schwein.
Ja.
Schweinhund, I got it wrong.
Ja, Schweinhund.
Could you explain to
Du
me
bist ein
while
Dummkopf.
we're talking?
Ja.
Where do you get the umbilica olabu?
Yeah, this was the result of being asked to produce the equivalent of speaking in tongues for a program broadcast by another show on this station. They wanted somebody to speak gibberish, so I was selected. I spoke the gibberish, and in Italian known to me, the gibberish ends up on the show's opening sig.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
But
you do it very well.
Oh well, I do agree with everything you say, and I think you are the god.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's all I really have to say to you.
Dankeschön.
So before I go, I would like to slam the phone down on you.
Yeah, remember, you do not slam the phone down straight into the receptacle, but you slam it against the phone and then click it into the receptacle for maximum Effektenhausen.
Okay, jawohl.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Ja, das ist ein gut Slammen downen. Free call 0500 1053 89 ist der Nummer. Und Johann calls from London. Johann, du bist on Talk Radio. Guten Tag.
Ja, hallo. Guten Tag,
hallo.
Tommy.
Dankeschön.
Yeah, firstly, I have a question.
Yeah.
How many Gestapo does it take to change a light bulb?
Well, assuming that this is not in bad taste, I will ask the question.
Yeah?
How many Gestapo does it take to change a light Bulbenhausen?
We ask the questions around here.
That is okay. As in the hello type joke.
Yes. Yeah, so,
Yeah.
also. Yeah, what are we talking about? It is a very interesting program, Stinking, especially the Stinking. I think it is that the Germans perhaps speak the English better than we do.
This is
that
what
is
they
a problem,
say.
yes?
Well, no, and this is exactly what they say. And perhaps they do. They make the cars better than we do and play tennis and football.
So, but why should we be jealous? Why would not we improve our English in school and then we speak, and I will speak better English than they will?
Yeah.
What's the problem? Is it an inferiority complex or what?
No, I don't know, mate. You drifted out there.
Yeah, I have, I'm afraid.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all.
Well, we can speak German. I also speak German. I mean, if we're going to speak German, let's speak the real language, Tommy, not pretend.
No, they don't want that.
No.
They don't want that.
No.
They have enough problems with German, mate. This is the point of today's exploration. The Germans are concerned that there's a diversification of accents within Germany because you've got, you're Bavarian and you're Prussian, etc., etc. It's only 100 years ago that Germany was 12 different countries.
Sure.
Well,
but I mean,
120.
But yes, I mean, I was just talking to a tourist the other day, and he was saying he can't understand English accents, Scottish and Midland and London Cockney, so we have the same problem.
No.
But, what about spelling reform in itself? I mean, if we're going to reform English, we should copy the Americans, who actually, I believe, do kind of ape the German kind of constructions as well, don't they? Especially in this new computer speak.
Well, English, in 5 years' time, it is possible that English as a written language will be very different from how it is now.
Yeah, hopefully.
One reason for this is that, for example, if it is a phonetic language, then it will be spoken, for example, the word windmill will be spoken mit a V.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, it is very confusing to spell English the way we do.
Yeah.
Is it not?
And the word TH, such as...
Oh, exactly.
It will be spelled with a Z. Yeah.
This, like this. What is this? What is this? Yeah.
Mein friend and comrade in arms,
Okay, Tommy.
Scott Chisholm, has dropped by with a number of faxes relating to this from Brussels. And Scott, you have an excellent German accent, if I may say so, sir.
Dankeschön.
Yeah. And speak German, in fact.
Yes. I spoke German.
Ja.
For 2 Jahre.
2 Jahre!
You?
Mit
und Scott?
Accent Kiwi.
Ja, mit der Kiwi-Accent.
Mit einem Kiwi-Accent.
Extraordinary.
Yeah.
Ja.
Yeah.
Ja.
Yeah.
Ja. Dankeschön.
I was sitting in the toilet, and I'm listening to it, and I'm thinking, this is the wackiest show.
I know, it's wicked, isn't it? but it's like
Philip is out there answering the phone
in German.
In German.
I know. And she's saying
and helmet on the line.
Yeah, she's saying, is he? And she's saying, hold the line! Which sounds like something from, 1916.
Tommy.
Hold the line!
She keeps clicking her heels.
I will see you soon, Scott. Dankeschön.
One more further question, Tommy. Are you still there?
Yeah.
You're still there?
Yeah.
Do you not think we may be offending some of our German friends by speaking like them, by aping their accent?
Well, no, I don't think so. Because, why would that be? Because Germans, in fact, have a tremendous sense of humor.
It is well hidden, but yes, I think you are right.
I think so. They are not renowned for the sense of humor, but it is there somewhere.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
If you are intelligent, then you must have a sense of humor, no?
Dankeschön.
Yeah.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Oh, also.
Also spracht Zarathustra. Free call 0510 53 89. Because the alternative, of course, to speaking English in the German way in a united Europe will be to speak English in a French way. And this, I don't think, will come very easily to many British men, Free call 0510 53 89. Suzanne is on the line from Essex. You're on Talk Radio, Suzanne.
Hello? Hello?
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
No, it's not the same, is it?
What's not the same?
Sorry, were you going to try it the German way?
I'm an Essex girl. I can't do German.
No, well, women can't do German accents.
No, you're right.
This is the only bugbear of the whole thing.
But us Essex girls, we can't do other accents.
No, you can only do your own one.
We have to do Essex girl talk.
How come you can do your own one so well, but you can't do any others?
But other accents?
Yeah.
I don't know. We're lazy, aren't we? We only know our own accent, don't we?
Well, I think that Essex women are very feminine, and the German accent is known to be a masculine language.
You're quite right.
Yeah.
It's a very masculine accent, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very dominant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And German women perhaps are a little stronger than even the Essex woman.
Oh, no.
Well, you see.
No.
Where are we going with this argument?
I don't know.
Oh, I do.
I was just cracking up. It's just so funny.
I know. It's odd, isn't it? All you have to do, Suzanne, is where the word says W. Have you got anything written down in front of you?
No.
What,
really?
Do you have words in Essex? Do you have books? Do you have books?
We do, occasionally.
Well, have you not got one to hand, or even a magazine?
No.
No?
No, I mean the phone box, you see. I just had to phone you because it was just so funny. I was just driving along. I was just collapsing with laughter. It's just so funny, this scene.
I know, it's odd, isn't it?
It is.
All you do is, where it's a W, you say V.
Yes.
Where it's a TH, you say Z.
Z. Oh, yes, they D.
Yeah.
They do, don't they?
And when the word ends with a D, instead of the D sound, you say a T sound.
Yes.
So you say und. Ja.
Ja.
Das ist gut.
Ja.
Ja. And you also, the J sound is pronounced with a Y.
Ja.
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 Das ist gut.
Yes, it is good.
Das ist gut.
It is good.
And also helps with the body posture if you pull your shoulders back.
And get the jack boots on.
Raise your chin up a little higher. It's very much easier to speak with a German accent.
Yeah.
I find. Susanne, I'm grateful for your call.
You're welcome.
Drive on.
I love the show.
Thank you. Dankeschön. Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. Free call 0500 1053 89. Helmut calls, allegedly, from Essex.
Hello.
Hello.
Herr Boyd.
Ja.
Ah, yeah. That is not true. The Essex girls are very good at accents.
Accents?
Accents, yes. They may not be able to do the German accent, but I know many, many Essex girls who are very good at French.
Understood, Helmut. Leave it there, old sticky old boy.
The comics,
Yeah.
the British war comics.
Yeah.
You can still purchase them.
No, what the 1 shilling ones in the metal racket, the newsagent?
Yeah.
No.
No, not 1 shilling anymore,
No.
unfortunately.
No. Oh,
50
you
of
buy
the
them.
British pences.
Helmut,
Yeah.
are you serious? Can you really buy those war comics?
Yeah.
You're
Commando comics.
You are joking.
No, and they're excellent, Tom.
What, where the commandos go across
Go
the
across
front
and
with
stab the dirty Germans.
with their
and
bubble
for you,
hats.
Tommy, the war is over.
Yeah, for you, Tommy's voice over.
Yeah, they're still in there. The same stories, recycled.
Oh, isn't that awful? Isn't that
Same droids.
embarrassing?
They're excellent, though.
You buy them?
Embarrassingly excellent.
But-
If you're ever an age that you and I are probably, Tommy, and you can remember Captain Hurricane in the Valiant and things
Oh,
like that.
no, not another Raging Fury.
You can still get them, and they're still excellent, and they're still enjoyable.
And the Japanese would only ever say banzai.
Oh, there's no Japanese in them anymore.
Is that right?
No Japanese.
So
So many
is-
jobs depend on it up north somewhere.
You are you're making some points here. People don't know this sort
No
of
more
thing.
buck-toothed little Mr. Motos and stuff.
Good grief. So what sort of things are we up to then in these commando comics? We're
It's
going
just
over there and
exactly the same as they ever was. Raids behind lines,
Raids
and
behind
tally
lines.
hos, and the
Five-
blue-eyed lovely boys in the RAF, and
5 men
scheming Huns
in
and
bobble hats.
yes, it's still exactly the same. But
Good
there's no
Lord.
Japanese anymore. I think it's because of the racial stereotype.
Yes, yes.
We can get away with stuff which is language and jokes about Germans because we're basically the same people. But I
Yeah.
think if we start drawing sort of little monkey-faced Japanese people, it becomes a racial thing, and you probably couldn't get away with that in this day and age. But you can still get away with dirty Huns.
Fascinating. It really is. And the Germans, do they still say the Englander ist mad?
Yeah, they still say that, and Handehoch and Kamerad with a K.
Kamerad with a K.
Kamerad when they put their hands up.
Yeah.
And
Kamerad with a K.
9-9.
Himmel.
You Tommy's the war is over.
Yeah,
all
for
of
you,
those.
what does Himmel mean?
Himmel means
Himmel.
hell.
Hell?
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah. Gott in Himmel, God in hell.
They did say that, didn't they? As the Englander came out of Mitten Tommy gun.
Yeah.
Got in hell.
Yeah. So, this is the famous English sense of humor.
And you know what they say most of the time?
What? Yeah, got me. Mein Gott. Mutti. They seem to shout out Mutti a lot instead of Himmel. Himmel now and again.
Yeah, Mutti.
Mutti, mother, mum.
Really?
You know, they die gurgling on their horrible Nazi blood.
Yeah, how many A's are there in ARG?
Oh, okay. It's all according to which comic. In American comics, there's loads.
Yeah, but do you suppose were there German comics? I mean, do they talk, make fun? Is there a program like Hello Hello?
I wouldn't know. Although, yeah, their sense of humour does run to that sort of way. It isn't the same as our sense of humour. I worked in Holland for ages, who hate the Germans even more than we do.
Yeah.
But they tend to... they do have a sense of humour. It's very sort of Benny Hillish. Very sort of... everything that always wins the Golden Rose of Montreux.
Yes.
It's those sort of things. Benny Hill and Mr. Bean and people falling over. Well, they've got a word for it, haven't they? What is it? Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude. Mr. Bean, I know, is a top comic in Germany.
Anything like that. They love anything like that.
Helmut, it has been a pleasure talking with you,
And also for me,
Ja,
if
mein
we
Chum.
catch you with the piss taken anymore, Mr. Boyd, your broadcasting days may end.
Yeah. It will be under the wheels of a Messerschmitt. I'm afraid it.
Panzer 4.
Ja. Ja, auf Wiedersehen, Helmut.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Guten Tag. Free caller 500 1053 89. Glenn is the next caller from Surrey. And we all know who lives in Surrey, Glenn, don't we?
Good afternoon.
Welcome to Talk Radio. How is your neighbor? What? How is your neighbor, the Martin Bormann, who we understand lives in Surrey?
Pardon, will you say that again?
Your neighbor, Martin Bormann, who the Sunday papers tell us lives in Surrey.
Oh, that is correct, yeah.
Yeah.
We think that the English are trying to invade our language because all the war films, all the Germans speak English anyway.
Yes, why is that? They speak English. On the bridge of the Bismarck. The boys come in with the German messages to the captain and the fleet commando, and they're speaking to each other. This will mean glory for us, Helmut.
Anyway, me and my friend Karl-Heinz Wienser. What are you laughing for? You're very shut.
No! I'm sorry, I am sorry.
Anyway, if
laughing on
the
duty.
Germans that would honor us,
Yes?
it would be the Japanese.
Yes, that is the point. But they are not in the European community yet.
But they will find a way. They have friends.
Yeah, oh yeah, they have friends. Well, do they have friends?
Well, I'm not.
Well, I know, but you know what I'm saying here. They have economic partners, which is similar.
Anyway, what I have to say...
Yeah?
is that you're talking about that French accent.
Yes.
Why isn't the German accent sexy than the what am I saying? The German accent sexier than the French.
Well, it depends what you're into. Doesn't it?
T-shirt and shorts at the moment.
Do you hear what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Understood. What I can't get is this. All those Germans, right, all speaking German with a different German accent. Are you with me?
My jaw's breaking. Yeah, go on.
But when they speak English, they all speak it with the same accent. So they've got a different accent for speaking their own language, but the same accent for speaking a foreign language. Is that odd?
Peculiar. Bit peculiar.
Peculiar, yes.
Hello, I better go.
Yeah, you had better go.
Because otherwise I will slam my head on the phone and it will hurt.
Oh, you can slam your phone down if you wish.
Catch you later.
Okay. Free call 0500 1050 389. Do you know that the first great radio personality, who knows who's the first great radio personality in Great Britain was? The first great radio personality in Britain. Yeah, one of my team is knowing who this is, this person, who is listened to by 17% of the population. And we would settle for that. 17% of the population listen to this one man on the radio. Every single day he broadcast. And they liked him because they got annoyed listening to him. I don't know what happened to him, but I will be careful. Yeah, I think he is taller than he was when he started broadcasting. Free call 0500 1050 389 telephone number, and we are working on the issue that English is to be the spoken language of the European community 5 years from now, but it is to be spoken with a German emphasis. The number again is free call 0500 1050 389. I am Tommy Boyd. When this is talk radio, there is a good argument for listening. Free call 0500 1050 389. So English is to be the accent of the United Europe, but spoken in a way which is sympathetic with the German use of the language, which was initially German, of course. And so, it is good, or is this nicht good? John is the next caller from the Isle of Wight.
Guten Tag, Herr Boyd.
Guten Tag, so we start on Talk Radio.
Guten Tag, Herr Boyd.
Guten Tag.
Here is the German language joke.
Yeah?
German accent joke.
Yeah.
Marlene Dietrich, the famous actress, was making the film one day, and someone went into her dressing room, and she was sprinkling grass seed in her hair.
Yeah?
And they said, Marlene, what are you doing? And she said, I want to be alone.
I want to be alone.
It's good, huh?
This is very, very, very topical joke, because as you know, in the France, which is holding the World Cup, the lawn is not growing on the pitch, which is for the cup final of the world. Yeah, it is growing yellow. And this is not good.
It's not good.
Yeah,
also,
this is an issue.
I was
an issue from the news.
I made the joke in Tesco's the other day.
Oh, dear.
I was shopping with my little boy, and he looked at all the trout on the display cabinet, and he said, Daddy, why have some got their mouths open and some shut? And without thinking, I say, my boy, the ones with the mouths open are the females.
Yeah.
And a woman said to me, you're pushing your luck, my boy.
You was pushing the luck up the hill. Very slowly.
I must go and pick up my children from the kindergarten.
Jawohl.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. Guten Tag. Dankeschön. Free caller 500 1050 389 is the number. Und Denise is the next caller from Middlesex. So, bist on Talk Radio. Denise, guten Tag.
Underneath the lamplight by the barrel gate.
God.
Darling, I remember the way you used to wait. Was there that you whispered tenderly that you loved me? We'd always be the lily of the lamp, light my own Lily Marlene.
This is a code for the invasion.
Right.
Yeah, because whenever the British Broadcasting Corporation during the war would broadcast different songs sung very poorly like this, there would probably be a commando raid.
Well,
Copenhagen that evening.
God in Himmel.
Yeah.
What will the Spice Girls have to sing like?
Yeah.
Will they sing like Lily Marlene?
I will tell you what I want.
What do you want?
What I really, really want?
What do you really, really want?
I will tell you what I want.
You won't get it, I tell you that.
Well, I'm pretty sure of that anyway. Dankeschön, Denise.
Tag.
Ja.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. Free call 0500 1053 89. So Peter is next, calling from the County Durham. Du bist on Talk Radio, Peter. Guten Tag.
Warum, Tommy, machst du aus dieses Thema Spaß? Das könnte eine ernste Diskussion sein. Ist etwas geschmacklos, nicht? Glaubst du nicht?
Ja und nein. Ja und nein.
Nun sag mir, ja, wieso?
Nein.
Nein, wieso?
Ja. Ich sehe your point.
Denk drüber nach. Ich möchte nur etwas über Nigel sagen.
Ja.
Der spricht immer
den
gleichen Quark.
You know whom Zuber sound a bit like Enhausen? The Joel Grey in the Cabaret.
Ja, ich habe den Film
Mit der
gesehen.
Diddly-Dink-Dink.
Ja. Willkommen.
Zwei
bienvenue.
Ladies. Ja.
Und so weiter.
Ja. Life ist ein Cabaret, my friend.
Ja.
Ja.
Und Nigel ist beteiligt im Kabarett.
Vom Cheltenham.
Ja.
Ja.
Manchmal Oxford,
Und
manchmal.
Ja.
Aber er spricht immer Quatsch.
Ja.
Sei es über Gesellschaft, Wirtschaft.
Ja.
Oder über die deutsche Sprache.
Deutschland über alles.
Nun, das bin ich nicht so sicher, aber...
Nicht.
Willst du Englisch sprechen?
Ja.
Wäre es leichter?
Nicht.
No, bitte, sprich Englisch.
In English?
Wenn du willst.
All right, you stitch me up like a turkey. Now get off.
Okay.
Thank you.
Speak to you sometime.
Yeah, nice to talk to you. Hey.
Ciao.
Can you speak Japanese?
Gotta go.
Yeah, that's a no, isn't it? Yeah, he's gone as well. Free call 0500 1053 89. The Germans today, just in case you've just found Talk Radio, good afternoon. The Germans today are celebrating Accent Awareness Day because they're concerned about the fact that the German accent is getting stronger in different parts of Germany and some Germans can't understand other Germans. True. It's also strongly rumoured, and I've got 4 faxes in front of me which corroborate this rumour, this is hot from the streets of Brussels, that English may be the official language of Europe, and we knew that, didn't we, anyway, which is nice. But that certain concessions are going to be made to the German way in which our language is spoken, bearing in mind, of course, the important historical point that we are all German, our Queen is German, and our language is fundamentally German. Free call, sorry. So in order to see what it sounds like, we are conducting the program in this way. Free call 0500 1063 89. And it is Neil who is next from London. You're on Talk Radio. Neil, good afternoon.
Guten Abend, Herr Boyd.
Guten Abend.
If I can, ich möchte be a bit serious.
Ja.
Ja, ich denke, dass du hast a few things not said right.
Now, in English, with a German accent, please.
Ich will try.
Dankeschön.
Ich denke, dass that you have said that the Germans speak English better than English.
Ja.
Ja, aber das ist aber nicht richtig.
Nicht.
Du hast gesagt, dass the English spelling system.
What is your point?
But you have forgotten that language is in the heads von dementia,
Yeah.
And
von dementia?
Of the people.
Yeah.
And you cannot really change that.
Yeah.
People will not change.
Yeah, people will change.
Generations change.
Yes, but the Germans are being asked to use a different language from their own, and they will make that change. When you learn a foreign language, you make changes in your own mind. And we will spell certain words differently, we will construct our sentences correctly, which at the moment we do not do.
Du nicht aus.
Yeah?
Yeah. But do you think that the younger people will be doing this then?
Yeah.
Yeah, but es ist impossible to say.
Impossible, eh?
I study linguistics.
Do you?
Linguistica, yeah.
Yes.
And it's just impossible. what they're planning, if they are.
Well, they are. And of course, you know, to a certain extent, it's diplomacy gone mad. But then that's what Brussels is for, isn't it?
Yeah, but
you can have this if you'll give us that. And the whole of the world knows, you know, that English is going to be the language of Europe.
Yeah.
No argument there.
There's no argument there.
No, it is already.
Yeah.
But they don't like that, do they?
Well, you see, the thing is, you don't really need to change anything. Deliberately, things will always sort themselves out. With language, people think that there's this.
I think the point that's being made, and it's a valid one, is that when English is spoken as a foreign language, when English is taught as a foreign language, it's taught correctly. And English is not taught as a foreign language to any British children.
No.
So we are actually speaking our own language less correctly than any country.
I'll stop you there, please.
Thank you, you may.
That's an enormous misconception across the whole world, because you've got your own mental grammar in your head, and there's nothing that can change that. You are right with yourself. So people who speak black English, black American English, so they've got their own grammar, their own language. There's no such thing as a language. That's why the Germans are having this problem. There's no such thing as a language. It's just people fitting in with each other.
Yes, I'm grateful for your call. Thank you. I want to squeeze in Frederick. I must talk with Frederick, who calls from London. Frederick, you are on Talk Radio. Good afternoon.
Yes, this is Friedrich Nietzsche Gothenburger. For me, I must be complaining to you in the strongest possible sense.
Yes,
This is not how Germans are talking. How you are doing today, this is not how Germans are talking.
No?
No, this is not.
No.
You gibberish with your Monty Python sense of humor. You think you're so clever. This is not true.
Who won the war?
No. I was sitting on the Scheitenhausen, and I must go towards the phone and ringing you because you are taking.
Don't forget to subscribe and like. Comment too if you wish. Even slap your legs and make a purchase from Ann Summers. But don't do nothing.